shopping at
So I end
Target,
up having to
makeup, and
go with two
more.
colors,
Hashtag Affirm.
mix two colors together to get my color. Uh, so this is Born This Way. The reviews were, like, they were all over the place, so I couldn't really tell whether this was a good buy or not before and even after I purchased it, so I just went ahead and tried it for myself. I like it. It covered what it needed to cover. As you can see on my cheek where the skin is peeling from my sunburn, so that was the whole point of getting the makeup in the first place, was to cover up the discolorations and the burn from the sun. And I went old school. I got the toffee and I got the chai and I mixed the two to be able to get my color for the makeup for the coverage. And then, of course, I used my old Iman powder because I got plenty of that. Every time it went on sale, I would stock up with her powder. And you know, they're not making her powder anymore. So that's what I used to put my makeup on today. I really like the way that it came out. And I just used a little bit of the mascara for my eyelashes. And then I used the Iman powder for my eyeshadow, for my eye powder. If that makes sense. I'm not that really great at doing eyeshadows, so I just use the face powder over the eyes. And I didn't even put on the mascara that great, so it just helped cover up some of the mascara, and that's how we got the darker tint along with the brownish color. So that all of this is just a mixture of what I have and then what I bought at Target. As I was telling you guys, I wanted to get some foundation because I normally just wear powder. I don't necessarily wear makeup. I'm not really wearing a lot of heavy makeup, but I wanted to go ahead and, conceal the discolorations from the sunburn. And obviously, blending it all in to make it work so I look like I made up a little bit, but I just wanted you guys to be able to see what it's looking like. I probably should have blended in a little bit more, a little bit better, but it takes time to put makeup on. It takes time to get it together. And so I had to go live on TikTok and on YouTube. So this is what we got. And it looks pretty good. I like it. It worked good enough. And I would buy it again, you know. Um, like I said, they don't make Iman makeup anymore, and that's always what I would wear was her powder, because her powder was heavy enough that I didn't need to put on any type of foundation. But this time with the sunburn, I needed something a little bit heavier, and the young lady was really kind. She took time to pick out some colors and stuff for me, and I went ahead and purchased it with Affirm. I used the Affirm Financing in order to go ahead and buy a bunch of makeup, because normally I probably would not have purchased the makeup. So this is my old Iman powder that I used. Still got a little of the darkness on my nose there to kind of, you know, take that smell like Earth Dark. It's called Earth Dark, the Iman face powder that I have. This one, I mix the two. That's Earth Dark that I try to contour my nose with. And then I have the clay medium of Iman's, and that's what I put on my cheeks. So that's all that I have. That's all that I did. And I spent about $100 overall for the new makeup. And I also bought Tarte, T-A-R-T-E brand. I did not put that on today. All I put on today was the Born This Way, and I mixed the two colors to get my colors to, to get this complexion. So that was one of my concerns, is like, what's going to match for me? Because I've always kind of had to mix colors to really get my color, and that's what I ended up doing. So we mix the chai, as I told you, with the toffee. And toffee's just old school. That's just like my old go-to when I don't know much about a makeup brand and I'm just getting to know their colors and I want to try something out. That's just, toffee is just an old school name for a particular color for women of color. And toffee, coffee, all that kind of works for me. And I usually have to mix the two to get my color. So that's what we're looking at. And what I used for the eyeshadow was actually the Iman face powder. And that's usually all that I wear. I usually do not wear the foundation. But I put the foundation on today, which you can tell on my cheek where the dry skin is. And it's still peeling. It's still peeling off from the sunburn. So all that stuff I got in the back is just from me cleaning out. Oh, and I also did a video for YouTube making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Something so simple. But like I told you, sometimes I don't feel like eating. But sometimes I feel like, okay, maybe you should be eating a little bit of something. And so I figured, why not buy the peanut butter and jelly just to have when I'm traveling about and on my way. I can have something with me that's not going to spoil. And it does all right in the heat regardless of the weather. So that's why I decided to get the peanut butter jelly, and I wanted to go ahead and make that peanut butter jelly sandwich for you. And it's really simple. And I used the Hawaiian bread, sweet bread, to make the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I'm not much of a bread eater, but for the sake of the video, I went ahead and purchased the bread and made the peanut butter and jelly sandwich for you guys. Now, I have been purchasing from Carl's Jr. They have these guacamole fries, and you know I love guacamole, and obviously you know I love fries. So I've been eating that like every other day. I love French fries, and the guacamole was just a plus for me, and they taste pretty good. I wasn't really gonna say much about the Carl's Jr. fries with the guacamole because I know most of you are gonna say, "Oh, they ain't all that, Elise," but I think they taste pretty darn delicious just because I love guacamole. And then it has the bacon on it, it has the cheese, and so forth. So if you got time, stop by Carl's Jr., check them out. Let me know what you think about their guac fries. And they're called the fully loaded guac fries. And that's what's working for me lately. I haven't really felt like really eating a lot. Could be because of severe heat and so forth. I've just been drinking a lot of water, a lot of tea, and fluids. Whatever kind of drink, juice. That's what I've been doing mostly. So I haven't really been eating a lot of food. And as far as fasting, I still do the stop eating after 6 p.m. I don't eat anything after 6 p.m. And then I start up once again in the morning. It could be 7, 8, 9, or later in the afternoon. But that's what's working for me. And like I said, I still got my boobs, which is good. But occasionally I still get the inflammation. So I have to be very careful of what it is that I decide to eat when I'm doing my meal plan. And when I don't do meal plan is usually when I have issues of just not eating anything. And I find that I need to really eat something. I need to figure it out and have a bite of something if I'm not, if I didn't plan a meal for that day. But I don't like doing that because I'm okay with fasting, but I know some days I probably should have a bite of something. And so that's why I said that I would have just little, it could be a cracker, it could be raisins, it could be a piece of fruit, it could just be something that I probably should go ahead and take a bite of. Because I'm not trying to have issues with pre-diabetic or any of that kind of stuff. So definitely drinking a lot of fluids, definitely paying attention to what type of sugars that I'm intaking just to make sure that I keep my weight at a certain level. Of course, I want to get back to like 155, 165, but we'll see what happens. I'm pretty happy with my weight at this time, and I'll keep you guys posted with the weight loss. Oh, and the fasting, because I'm going to start that again this week. I'll keep you posted.